All-Star Weekend. Our first stop, NBA crossover, where basketball culture comes together through fashion, technology, and artists. And you never know who you might see.
No, he's cheating. How you got 8?
I caught a game of virtual Pop-A-Shot with Jalen Suggs.
The bronze likeness of Lake. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Well, one thing is certain. Anyone...
What a unique player. And defense is his calling card for sure. David, thank you. You know, we expect it to rain threes tonight for sure, Smitty. Both teams can really shoot the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, get ready for some points. This one could turn into a 3-point storm.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Stephen Curry's out there with Harris. Then there's James Wiseman. Then it's Q, and it's AI in at the small forward position. And for the Clippers, the guard set is Beverly and George. Olynyk is out there with Ivica Zubac, and it's Gibbs in at the 3. AI outside. Harris outside. Pass to Wiseman. Looking for Harris. He gets it there.
Well, Wiseman's passing game is a work in progress, but he's smart enough to spot the wide open man there.
Here's George. Real disappointing game for him in that loss to Denver. Free throw line jump shot. Count it.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
Here's Curry. Paul George making his last shot. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Good work by Curry moving the ball. He has a good eye for those openings.
The Warriors shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Wiseman, shooting 1.
The free throw off from Wiseman.
And you got to respect how quickly Wiseman has adapted to big league play. He hit the ground running and has not looked back. Always growing as a player.
Here's Gibbs. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Passes it to Wiseman. Back to AI. Some nice passing by Golden State. Curry outside. It's hauled in by George. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers.
And Smitty, he's not that flashy about it, but Curry remains one of the elite ball handlers of all time.
Stephen Curry is efficient on how he uses his dribble. Great composure when pressured in traffic, and sometimes he will show off those skills.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Now, here's George. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. From deep. Rebound by Olynyk.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Beverly, the pass to Zubac. 6 on the shot clock. And George, here we go. Rejected by Harris. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Clippers.
Serge Ibaka.
Off the inbound. Los Angeles with another miss.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
And the pass to Q. Fires the three. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And the slick pass by Curry. They're fun to watch the way the ball moves.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
They just seem to match up very well whenever they play these guys. You can tell they have a ton of confidence.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Zubac.
Your Clippers, Spirit Dempsey. Make some noise.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And George kicks to Beverly. Shot clock at 6. George, that's a two-pointer. Nice spin off the left rim and in. George has got his second basket.
That defense would have killed another player's shot, but George is a higher class of shooter.
AI outside. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's George. It's rebounded by Golden State, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, and you hate to lose the kind of game where it just seems like it gets away from you. They played good basketball for most of it, but then just collapsed and opened that door for the comeback. And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Everly with the ball. Wiseman picks him up. George, no good.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Got a piece of it. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Beverly. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just 6'1", but not many players more physical than Patrick Beverly.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And Greg, as the playoffs loom in the distance, for those teams who have overachieved in the regular season, how do they ensure that their success continues in the postseason?
Well, listen, the skeptics will remain. And you've got to understand the playoffs are a different animal. You have to be resilient and adaptable. And when that adversity hits, that's when your focus has to rise.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Thompson with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Minnesota. And Noel kicks to Poole. He dishes it to Wiggins. Shot clock at 5. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Clippers trail by 7. Jones looking for an opening. Drives to the hoop. And the shot goes down. Golden State's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Poole finds Thompson. Poole on the wing. Over Jones. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
This is what you do when your opponent's trying to take away the 3 and the painted area.
Pass to Singleton. Block. That one goes careening off the glass.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Now here's Jones. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Now here is Singleton. He's covered by Thompson. Wiggins outside. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And flashing some real toughness inside. Wiggins can finish plays that others simply can't.
And the Clippers call time here.
And Wiggins thrived as a secondary option. Seems that is the role he's best fit for. His efficiency soared.
.146 left here in the opening quarter. And with Wiggins, he didn't face the same pressure, Greg. It was a huge weight off his shoulder.
And that mental aspect impacts players. Wiggins was asked to do less, and as a result, ended up doing more.
Now, here is Singleton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Yep, that one goes in there.
Having to rush that one. Ibaka keeps his head up, sees the clock running down.
Warriors leading by 7. Pass to Noel. On the wing, Wiggins. Thompson outside. Buries it from three-point range.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
Now here's Thompson. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
And Jones has it in the corner. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Wiggins dishes to Noel. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
That's good from Noel. With one on the clock. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we'll be right back after this. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Ivica Zubac is out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Singleton in at the 3 spot. Now here's Thompson. Back to Poole. The three-pointer no good. Clippers trail by 15. And here is Singleton. No points in the game yet for him. Passes to Mann. Clock at 6. The 10-footer. It's good. Mann's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Clippers.
Terrific use of his body to open up space on the inside.
The pass to Thompson. We've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Makes it off the glass.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Los Angeles calls timeout, and teams often try to slow down point guards with bigger defenders. But, Greg, you lucked up without that edge. How'd you do it?
A little athleticism, Kevin, and a lot of desire.
Some changes. Here's Gibbs. That one goes. Count it.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. To Zubac. The shot from the low post is good. Zubac has got his first bucket in this one.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Here's Curry with the three. Cans it from downtown. And the Warriors lead by 14.
What a confident three-point shooter Steph Curry is. Never intimidated by the range.
Back to George. Pulls it from the elbow. Jump shot is good that time. George has got 6.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
And, Steve, we know about Paul George, a fantastic outside shooter. He's been an elite three-point artist for some time.
Paul George can get a shot up over most defenders. That's why, Kevin, has a career three-point percentage that's creeping towards 40%. And he seems to be getting better with age.
Here's Harris. Clippers able to drain the three. Pass to Curry. Lets it go from deep. And another three for Golden State.
It will be a rare night that you're going to outdo Stephen Curry in a game of matching threes.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. A 12-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. And George kicks to Beverly. The shot's good on the assist by George. Beverly's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Los Angeles. Timeout called the Warriors.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Clippers making a switch here. Ibaka's checked in. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Curry against Beverly. Curry passes to AI. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Passes it to Wiseman. 6 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. That one good for 2. And the Warriors lead by 11.
And now that's a smart play by Wiseman. He's got their offense down. He reads his teammates' movements so well.
Now here is George. He's got 6. He kicks it to Olynyk. Here's Gibbs. And no good. The Warriors go the other way with it.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. We have seen today's athletes taking stands for social justice. All-star Bradley Beal says, we understand there will be a backlash, but we don't care about that. I'm a human being, a citizen, just like everybody else. I have family and friends still living in those environments. I'm their voice. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you very much.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Here's Gibbs. There's the feed to George. Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got 5 rebounds tonight outside Curry. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's sent back by George. Three-pointer. Cranes the three-pointer. George has got 9.
The versatility of George, a terrific jump shooter off the catch and off the bounce.
AI left side. Now here is Harris. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game. Curry outside. It's hauled in by George.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Gibbs.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Come on, get loud for your Clippers Spirit. All right, fans, that was your Clippers Spirit dance team. Make some noise.
Here's Wiggins. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And again, no good by Golden State.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
2 minutes.
Singleton dishes to Jones.
2 minutes.
To the inside. That shot off the mark. Good D by Thompson. Shoots from 12. It's blocked. They recover it. Second shot opportunity. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Poole. Both free throws good from Poole.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Driving to the basket. And there it is for him.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
The pass to Noel. Higgins up top. Noel trying to break loose. And that one's good. Wiggins. And the Warriors lead by 10.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Jones, no one around him. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Poole. The dish now to Noel. Golden State moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Poole, no good. Clippers trail by 7. Pass to Singleton. Over Wiggins. Singleton misses.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over eager.
Basket Poole. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of basketball. The 3 hits it from three-point range. Poole's got 7 points. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the half. No good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Andrew, what do you like about the way the team's playing so far?
We're competitive right now. We're going after it. Our possession, we're going hard.
We'll see if that continues in the second half, Andrew. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They lead by 10. Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Ball movement was a real factor for them on offense. They played unselfishly with patience. The guys got shots in their favorite spots. When you get those high percentage looks, good things tend to happen.
And Kenny, what did you think about the Clippers?
Well, it's never fun.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Hugh out there with James Wiseman. Then it's AI. Then there's Higgs. And it's Curry in at the point. And it's Beverly missing.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Outside Curry. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Curry's got the first basket of the second half here for the Warriors. Beverly deciding where to go with it. Outside, George. Clock at 6. Shoots from the block. Here's Zubac. And Wiseman sends it back.
And on a per-minute basis, Wiseman already gets a lot of blocks, and his defensive awareness will only improve with time.
Throws it up high and finished off by Wiseman.
And just caught the D there by surprise. Love when Wiseman goes for the big end on the alley-oop.
And here's George for 3. The Warriors pull it in.
Missed 4 straight shots now. At one point, do you have to call a timeout and regroup?
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And George, there we go.
Good luck containing Paul George on the drive. He's one of the more fluid wings in the league.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable.
And George drops them both. Warriors leading by 14. Timeout called the Warriors.
For Golden State. T-shirt time.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Harris passes to Curry. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
3-pointer.
Harris has got 3 assists now in this one. And the Clippers call time here.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
And it's the Clippers with the ball, trailing by 17. Beverly against Curry. And Wiseman sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
George with the ball. Picked up by Harris.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Passes it to AI. Kicks to Curry. Here's the 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Now the pass to Olynyk. Here's Gibbs. Fires from 14. Los Angeles with another miss.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points. Look, that's in his range, but he had a defender right up in his chest.
And Beverly kicks to Zubats. Back to Beverly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Zubats. With 1 on the clock. And the dunk by Zubats.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Feeds it to Curry. It's hauled in by Beverly.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And James Wiseman picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Zubats. Marcus Morris comes in for Olynyk. Mann's checked in for George. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Now Jones, he's got 5, and he drives in. Ibaka, no luck.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Back to Wiseman. Takes the 3. No good that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Clippers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And he makes the first. And we all value a dose of humility from time to time, even, Steve, from the stars. But what do you think is the right balance between bravado and modesty?
I think you always got to have character and respect. I think that's where it comes from. But during competition, long as you're not crossing the line, I think it's okay.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Wiseman. And Poole subbed in for Curry. Warriors leading by 16. Here's Poole. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
What tremendous passing we've seen from them today. A very unselfish performance all around.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Singleton's checked in. Clippers trail by 19. Pass to Mann. Ibaka against Noel. Ibaka right side. 6 on the shot clock. Jones for 3. Los Angeles with another miss. Here's Golden State. They're on a 15-6 run. And the Warriors miss again.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Singleton with it. Now guarded by Noel. Singleton kicks to Jones. Ibaka, the pass to Mann. Back to Ibaka for 3. It's rebounded by Poole.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked. Serge Ibaka, not the player he used to be, but he still has great touch on his shot. Doesn't have that same explosive step, but he's still good.
Got a piece of it. Dives for it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. Hugh, he's checked in for Jordan Poole.
Warrior substitution, number 32.
On defense, the Warriors. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Dishes to Singleton. Clock at 6. Jones, that's for 2. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
And when he was younger, Ibaka was one of the more athletic players in our league.
Totally agree, and we have to give credit to Ibaka for adjusting his game. He's changed how he's played as he's lost a little burst. It's allowed him, though, to be a great contributor late in his career.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Pass to Ibaka. Back to Jones. There's 1:26 left in the third quarter of the game, and he makes that one.
The polished mid-range game of Morris. Some of his best shots come from about that 12 to 20-foot range.
Thompson surveying the floor. On the wing, Wiggins. This one for three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Mann. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And I'm going to give him a lot of credit because he saw what he was up against and he was undeterred.
Thompson against Ibaka. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. For the Clippers, Olynyk, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Tyus Jones. Hernan Gomez is checked in for the Warriors. .36 seconds left in the third. Thompson with the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Stolen. Wiggins, right side. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Singleton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Clippers with the ball. Near the three-point line, it's Olynyk. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Defense has been fantastic. Great defense. Offense, simple passes will get it done, right? You guys look great, though. Keep the pressure on.
Paying his guys respect they deserve. Likes what he sees. I like that message.
And, Kevin, it's so important to praise your guys when they're playing well. Coach understands how critical it is to recognize good effort.
Three-pointer.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The guard set is Beverly and George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Olynyk, and it's Singleton in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Beverly, and the rejection by Curry.
Great anticipation from Steph Curry, and beautiful timing on that play.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
You want to stay aggressive, right at the rim, driving another nail into the coffin.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
With Zubac on the floor, you know what you'll get. Gives great effort when he's engaged.
Also, the plus is, GA, he does a good job of rim running. He also dives well off pick and rolls, and combined with his offensive rebounding, gives you some size in the middle.
The first one falls. And, Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who was the toughest matchup for you when you play?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. And don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
And it's Paul George with the foul.
That's his first
foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. There's the triple.
One of the best defenders in the NBA, Paul George, displays strong timing and discipline.
Nixon gets the bucket.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. Lets it go with the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Kennard. Here's Oturu. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Great read from Kennard, showing a selfless attitude, getting it to his teammate.
Harris passes to Green. Curry deciding where to go with it. He feeds it to Green. And the rejection by Zubats. And that one's good. AI.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Here's Nixon, and that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Outside, Green. AI left side. It's Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Now, here is George. D right on him. Count that one.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. They double-team Curry. Out to the right wing. Golden State moving it around. Harris finds Curry. 5 on the clock. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Green against Kennard. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution for the Warriors.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Kennard on the wing. He's covered by Wiseman. Clock at 4. Jacks up a 3. And Wiseman sends it back. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Pass to Poole. And here's Wiseman. Fades away. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 6 rebounds in the game. Kennard with the ball. The pass to Oturu. Back to Kennard. From 12 feet out, the Warriors pull it in. Wiseman's got 8 rebounds in this game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Curry from deep three-point land. And another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
Now, here's Kennard. Guarded by Poole. Shot clock at 6. Here's Nixon. They get it again. No good from Zubats. Warriors have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. And it's blocked. And here's Kennard. Deflects the pass. Curry with the steal. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Nixon. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Warriors have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. They double-team Curry. Pass to Wiseman. Now, here's Poole. He kicks to Curry. Takes a three, just 5 on the clock. And it's Nixon with the rebound. The Clippers shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Gibbs passes to Kennard.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Oturu. Here's Gibbs. Shoots it. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Passes to Curry. 1:39 left in the fourth. There's the pass to Wiseman. Back to Curry. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Curry's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was.
For Stephen Curry.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Pass to Poole. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Curry with the steal. Pass to Wiseman. Shoots over Zubac. Wiseman no good. And here's Los Angeles. Now here's Kennard. From deep three-point range, off the mark. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Steph. Congrats on the win. How does this team continue to be the most cohesive unit possible?
To me, it's a commitment. We know that that's going to put us in a good position to win every single night. Is if we bring the effort, multiple efforts at each possession where you might get beat, but you got to get back into play. God's going to help you, you help him. We care about each other, so we want to make sure that nobody's left out to dry. And I think that's a big factor. And, we're just relentless on the defensive end.
You guys have been one of the best defensive teams in the league the last few years. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.